Is there any way the media can find out? You already know you're doing something wrong. The mere fact that you don't want anybody to know. So you know you're doing something wrong. And Skip, he wanted to seem so philanthropic. He wanted to change the perception of the narrative.
Now.
That's the honest truth.
Man, your videos are looking intense.
He should have paid his taxes and stayed retired.
Really?
But, sometimes we have good nights, sometimes we have bad nights, but we always have good paydays.
In a recent interview, Shannon Sharpe criticized Floyd Mayweather, alleging his financial troubles due to an alleged $42 million scam. Sharpe expressed concern over Mayweather's current situation, suggesting age and financial mismanagement have impacted the boxing legend's status.
Disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on. I ain't see I, R, or S in that ring taking no blows. And I'm supposed to send them, yep, you're supposed to send them their cut. That's the way it works. And what
you owe them about half of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he's in Nevada, so which is no state tax. So basically, all you have to do is give them their 33%.
Yeah.
Skip, I get it, and I get the fact like all they're gonna do is waste my money anyway, but that's not the way you do it.
That is not allowed.
We saw other greats. Joe Louis had this problem.
He did.
Sugar Ray Robinson had to come out of retirement in '55 to settle a debt with the IRS, and even Mike Tyson. But what's so disappointing with me, Skip? Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht, and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money?
Shannon Sharpe didn't stop at criticizing the scam incident. He also questioned Mayweather's continued use of exhibition fights. According to Sharpe, Floyd Mayweather is no longer selling pay-per-view based on skill or competition, but on spectacle. Sharpe argued that fans are only tuning in to see if someone can finally beat the undefeated legend. These exhibition bouts, he said, don't resemble real boxing matches. They look more like staged WWE performances. For Sharpe, the concern isn't just the quality of the performance, but what it symbolizes: Mayweather's once pristine legacy being sold piece by piece for cash.
I'm sure he could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view to watch him box.
And so the lure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that a YouTuber. A YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't.
Yes.
No.
But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0. And that's the allure of this. It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way.
No,
so he doesn't see, like, I just, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
what?
Like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
It definitely was like WWE.
Mayweather's name has recently been linked to a staggering $42 million scam, as reported by Business Insider. This revelation added fuel to the criticism regarding his post-retirement ventures. The scam wasn't just a small blemish, it was a huge financial misstep that pulled Mayweather deeper into public scrutiny. Fans and analysts alike questioned how someone who had earned over $1 billion during his boxing career could get entangled in such shady dealings. Critics argue that this involvement reflects a pattern of money-first decisions that disregard ethical or legal boundaries.
Yes. Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion.
Floyd Mayweather is known for flaunting his wealth, buying multiple mansions and collecting several of the same cars in the same colors. His social media is filled with luxury purchases and extravagant displays, but behind the glamour lies a concerning reality. Reports have revealed that Mayweather owes $29 million to the IRS, raising eyebrows about his financial management. The same man who earned hundreds of millions appears to be struggling to meet essential obligations.
All right, this next clip is from 2017 on the Joe Rogan podcast, where Tom Segura and Joey Diaz talk about Floyd Mayweather owing $29 million to the IRS. Now, obviously, this clip was way back in 2017, so it's possible he paid it off. Or it's possible that he owes way more now.
I think Floyd Mayweather has like 6. Does he really? He has so many.
He's hilarious.
His spending habits are hilarious. His cars.
I love him.
And he's got like a whole fleet just in white. He's like, white is right. I got a bunch of.
He's got other
18
colors too, though, man.
Yeah,
he
does.
Gang of cars.
All
so
matching
when
up.
he owed that money to the IRS, why don't you just give him a few cars?
Because he went so deep, so
How much does he owe?
Well, it's more than you want to pay.
Yeah.
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like what are you talking about, man?
He's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash. Hilarious. I love it.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congratulations.
But he doesn't drive.
All right, so also, for those of you who don't know, Logan Paul is suing Floyd Mayweather. And the reason he's suing Floyd Mayweather is because Floyd Mayweather owes him over $4 million after their last fight.
In his never-ending chase for more money, Mayweather has stepped into controversial territory. One of the most criticized moments in his post-retirement career was his endorsement of a fraudulent cryptocurrency scheme. Though already financially successful, Mayweather reportedly accepted millions to promote this unvetted project without conducting proper due diligence. As the scheme unraveled, countless fans and investors suffered losses, but Mayweather remained mostly silent.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra cards. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like what
we all know that.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically give him his script and he just does it.
Sharpe continued his sharp critique by pointing to Mayweather's exhibition bout with YouTuber Logan Paul. According to him, this fight wasn't just a mismatch, it was a disgrace for a boxing icon with an undefeated record. Stepping into the ring with an internet celebrity felt like a sad downgrade. The fight, lacking the intensity and honor of traditional boxing, was viewed as a cheap spectacle. Sharpe questioned how a man who once dominated the sport could willingly reduce himself for easy money.
Get back?
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah. Get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
It's not even the right Paul. It's not Jake Paul. It's the older
we get
brother.
the brother. We get the brother.
He's
there.
easier.
Look, I was like, I started with the moment Nate Robinson hit that canvas face first.
Yep.
I'm like, who can we nominate as an athlete to get our get back? I looked at James Johnson.
Okay, but it's not Jake. It's the older brother.
I want somebody.
Somebody?
Brandon Marshall. Our first things first, Brandon Marshall.
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you who good with their hands and you might not know. Curtis Martin.
So what?
And we want our get back. That's what. So what?
So you want Curtis Martin to fight Jake Paul?
I want him to fight something. We go get our get back. Y'all nothing to have bragging rights.
This isn't even a fight. Nope. This is an exhibition.
No, I know what happens.
How low can you go?
I know you over there. You're like, yeah, we got him. You know, no. We go get our get back. This for the culture. We got to represent. Money, represent.
Represent?
Yep, lump him up.
You represented against Conor McGregor, and it was a worthy fight. It was actually a battle.
We gonna lump him up. Yeah, we gonna lump him up.
Even within the boxing community, criticism has been mounting. Bill Haney, a respected boxing coach and father of lightweight champion Devin Haney, accused Floyd Mayweather of changing the game, but not for the better. Haney claimed Mayweather has evolved from a celebrated boxer into Money Mayweather, a persona focused entirely on financial gain. Unlike Mayweather, Haney said he emphasizes putting on good fights that fans genuinely enjoy.
You say Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you're the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful, like you're really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin with gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at in the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we didn't charge $57. Listen, we're going to give you the best fights, and we're going to get all the people in there, you know what I'm saying, because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're going to charge the fans for some fights and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else ain't did it.
Even after retirement, Mayweather continues to generate millions through exhibition fights. These matches have little competitive value and rarely involve real contenders. Instead, they're staged as entertainment spectacles, often against social media stars or inexperienced fighters. Critics argue that this trend undermines the very definition of boxing, once known for being a tactician with unmatched defense and footwork. Mayweather now seems more like a businessman selling nostalgia than an athlete defending a legacy.
It was crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make $3 million, $4 million, $6 million, $7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Tensions flared during a heated press conference when Floyd Mayweather bragged about his wealth. Conor McGregor quickly fired back, suggesting that Mayweather shouldn't boast about money he doesn't really have. McGregor publicly accused Floyd of owing taxes and insinuated that his reason for returning to the ring was financial desperation. The exchange highlighted a contradiction. The self-proclaimed richest boxer alive still needs to fight exhibitions to maintain his lifestyle.
What would be the value in seeing it a second time? The first one wasn't bad, but the whole thing was this notion of suspense and unpredictability, and what would it be? Well, you got to see what it was. He got marched down and beaten up.
Yeah, it seems like Floyd might realize within himself that that's the last giant money fight he can make. It would have to be as close to a real fight as possible. I mean, it's a Conor who can still throw his hands, although to your point, the brand is damaged and, you know, he needs a win badly in the UFC to revive that. But I wonder if Floyd at 45 is saying to himself, if I've got to fight one more time, a real fight, and that Logan fight was weird, and Floyd, I think, didn't expect to have to navigate it the way he did. I wonder if Floyd thinks this is it. But even that could be a trap fight for him, Luke, because of his age. You never know, okay? But to your point, it's hard to get amped up for it unless one or both of them is sort of riding a certain level of momentum.
Conor McGregor didn't just challenge Mayweather in the ring, he took aim at his integrity. He bluntly stated that Mayweather should have paid his taxes and stayed retired. According to McGregor, resorting to low-tier exhibition matches was not just embarrassing, it was proof of financial mismanagement. The statement drew applause from those tired of seeing Mayweather dance around with influencers for a quick payday. It wasn't just about taxes.
You look fucking great.
I feel good, training hard. Did Floyd not take out his own jets?
Floyd's got 3.
You know what else he got?
And he got
tax problems. That's what he's got. Oh, that's heavy shit. That is heavy shit.
It's hard to get out from underneath that.
Fucking right it is, especially when I'm on top of you.
Legendary British boxer Chris Eubanks entered the debate by questioning Mayweather's claim to being the greatest. Eubank acknowledged that Mayweather is the highest paid boxer in history, but argued that financial success doesn't equate to greatness in the ring. He emphasized that legacy should be about the quality of fights, the courage shown, and the inspiration left behind, not just the size of one's bank account. Eubank's remarks bring to light the growing divide between Mayweather's financial triumphs and his sporting relevance.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. He says he's the best ever. Has anyone accounted for this observation? I've never seen him lose. You only know a man in how he accepts defeat. So I can't score him. But certainly, the fact that my own child chose him to be a role model over me, the dad, the gentleman. Yeah, he's a playboy. Because that's what he represents. He has clubs, or he had clubs, and he shows bling. Oh, this is how I'm living. I wear a dress, and for a bit of humor, I wear a bear.
Rapper and former friend 50 Cent has also weighed in, claiming that all of Mayweather's money has essentially evaporated. He said that while other boxing legends focused on their craft and left lasting legacies, Mayweather became obsessed with financial gain. The difference, according to 50 Cent, is that real legends didn't chase money, they chased glory.
Even Floyd, like, we got issues over anger. He's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah. That's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money.
It's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like within lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
A viral TikTok expose pulled back the curtain on Mayweather's brand, claiming that many of his promotions failed to deliver. Fans were allegedly scammed out of money for events or merchandise that never materialized. The video suggested that Mayweather built his brand on hype instead of substance, using his fame to generate buzz without offering real value. This kind of behavior not only tarnishes his business credibility but also sours the trust of his loyal fan base.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess
It's about
what?
to drop. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
There's more
we're not
scamming to be
yet,
done.
and it's not over.
My God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he f***ing didn't.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith provided a broader perspective by analyzing how Mayweather's image has influenced the next generation. Smith argued that young athletes now admire Mayweather not for his boxing prowess, but for his bank account. They imitate the persona, the bravado, and the spectacle, not the discipline or dedication.
It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see.
Despite all the backlash, Mayweather remains unfazed. When asked about the criticism, he simply replied that people will hate you whether you do something good or bad, so you might as well do what makes you happy. This statement encapsulates his mindset, indifferent to public opinion and driven solely by personal satisfaction. While that philosophy may offer him peace, it leaves fans wondering if Mayweather cares about the sport that made him a star. In the end, his pursuit of happiness may come at the cost of his respect, reputation, and the history he once represented.
Floyd, you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences.
For today's video, stay tuned until next.